Alrighty, let's practice the silent E rule. Now we're going to take some words and add a silent E to change the short sound on our vowel to a long sound. But if I was writing, when I go back to check my work and I read it again, if I see something does not make sense, I erase it. So what we will do in this case, if I see a word does not make sense, I will move it over to the list of nonsense words. Because something that does not make sense, we just need to get rid of. So let's do this. Here I have the word. The short vowel A is sitting in this word, and it says can. Most of the time, if there's only one vowel in a word, like we see here, and there is a consonant right after it, you will be using the short vowel sound. When the vowels buddy up, I'll put it in here. There's a copy of it. When the vowels buddy up in the same word, then we start hearing the long sound or other sounds that the vowels can make. So we have the word can, and we have the word can. If I add a silent E, now it's the word cane. The A and the E are working together. They have to help each other out to change the sound. Here is cap. If I add a silent E, cap turns to cape. The A and E, even though there's a consonant in the middle. Cape. They are working together. Is there such a thing as a cane? Yes, so I'll leave it. Cape. Is there such a thing as cape? Yes, so I do not move them over. Now we have let, short E sound. Let, like let them play outside. Let. When I add a silent E, leet. Wait a second, that is not making sense. What is a leet? No, that word is nonsense. So I'm going to move it over. That's not making sense. So just because we add a silent E doesn't mean that the word's going to make sense. But that's why we play with the letters to see if maybe adding something will change the sound. But if it's not making sense, we use a different rule, and we'll be learning more rules. Now we have fad, a fad like a fashion fad. If I add a silent E, fad turns to fade. Fade, if something is faded in color, that does make sense, so I'll leave it. Pig, the animal, pig. Pig. If I add a silent E, now it says page. I don't think there's such a thing as a page, and the G turns to the J sound. That's another rule you'll be practicing when it's in front of an E or an I. So this is page. I cannot think of a single page. That's nonsense. So I'm moving it over. Now cod. A cod is a type of fish. Cod. Code. Like a passcode. We can leave that. Code. Hop. Hop turns to hope. That makes sense. Hope. Ram. Ram. Rame. I never heard of a rame. Erase it. Move it over. Excuse me, ream. Now let's just review a list of words that I do have that make sense. For example, mad, mad, made, made. One more here. Pan, pan turns to pane, like a window pane. Let's do this. I'm going to first type the word with a silent E. Note. Note. Now we're removing the silent E. We have note. Now we have not. I have robe that we use out of the shower. Robe. Now I have rob. Rob. Someone takes something without permission. Cube. Cube. Cub. Cub. Ton. Ton. Something weighs a ton. Excuse that. Right there. Own. Own. Us. Oopsie. I don't fix my mistake. Us. Use. There it's us, and now it's use. It. I. Fine. Fine. In. Rid. Rid. Ride. Ride. Rid. Rip. 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 Ripe. Man. Man. Main. Rat. Rate. Rat. App. App. Ape. Ape. Dim. Dime. Dime. Dim. Fin on a fish. Fin. Fin. Fine. Id. Hide. Id. We are good right there. So we have hid and then hide. Hope you like this practice. Keep on practicing.